Okay, so the last thing that you need to do is make sure that you're being poured into from a creative perspective and not just trying to produce a lot of content, write. That's kind of my ditch that I fall into is that I want to make, I want to do. And what I end up doing is kind of stalling because I'm not coming fully equipped and with ideas and refreshed. Just spending time enjoying other people's music, analyzing, doing the hard work of listening. That's things that I need to do before I start writing my own content. And so this is just an example of a piece that I listened to lately that's kind of in the ballpark of what I'm going for. It's by Adrian Dish. I'll link to his stuff below. So let's just take a quick listen and then talk about it. All right, so off the bat, it's exactly tonally. It makes me feel the way that I'm wanting the stuff that I'm writing to make me feel, which is very peaceful, just kind of a breath of fresh air, stable. If I listen to this first part, that's 4 seconds of just the same thing. It's actually an octave B. It strings a little bit over the fingerboard, which is it's just really really nice. And then listen to the bubbly thing going on here, that gurgle. That's really cool. You have to add texture in what you do for it to be interesting, especially because a lot of what he's writing, what I'm trying to write, is very simple. There has to be some sort of complexity in the middle of simple chords and simple ideas, and he does a really good job of making sure everything's interesting. And so then it moves to an E chord right here. And so you hear that cello line. And so it kind of hides that E chord a little bit because you're hearing the B at first, and then listen for a little glassy sound, right? And it's going to be right here. It's going to be the E of that. So that line is, and it's really really cool because it's just kind of hidden back there, but it's helping flesh out the full chord. It also because the cello and because the that glassy sound, both of them don't have very quick attack times. They don't start right on the beat. You can see that I have it written in right here, B sus. It's not really a B sus, but because the movement is slow, it kind of almost feels like that when it's moving from E to B. And so that's also just a little cool thing that's going on there. And then that line changes a little bit. So it goes up to that. Also, notice that they're not moving at the same time. We'll play that one more time right here. And so they're moving almost every beat, but there's a beat that the cello moves and the beat that glassy sound moves. It's so easy to move in parallels and just make things nice and neat, but just little details like that are interesting. Also, that line comes back later in the piece right here. You know, I don't think any of this is just groundbreaking. I'm not doing anything, that's that hard with a little bit of music theory. You just need to be inspired and listen to other ideas outside of the ones that are just rattling around in your head. And so this is just an example of something where I just take things that I like. I love the little bubbly thing at the end. I love the slow attack time and kind of the mushiness. I love the idea of just moving simple chords, but the motions that he's doing, and they're not always parallel. And um, just bring it into your own writing and seeing how that fits. And what if I tried this? And so next time we'll take a look at something I did and how it was influenced by a little bit of the listening that I had been doing.